This happened, and it damn well should not have. Regardless of whose fault it was or what you think of this play, it was preventable. Since Buster Posey and countless others have gotten their bodies destroyed, baseball has gone out of its way to eliminate contact between players, and it's not working. The MLB needs to change its rules on blocking the plate, and I'm gonna tell you how right after this. Before we break down what happened on this particular play and how to prevent it, we have to look at and interpret baseball's home plate collision rule. Implemented in 2014, Rule 7.13 states. Did you get all that? Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but to oversimplify this rule, it basically says a runner cannot intentionally hit the player covering the plate. It also states whoever is covering the plate cannot block it, unless they have the ball. If a runner initiates contact and hits a catcher, he's out. If a catcher blocks the plate without the ball, the runner's safe. Runners are not required to slide. It seems pretty simple, right? But this is an outright terrible shitty rule. And until it changes, more injuries are going to happen.
Third, here's the play at the plate, and safe is the call.
To be fair, you have many things happening at once. A runner at full speed going towards a designated area, a catcher assigned to protect that area, a ball coming in at high speed which said catcher is focused on, a runner coming in trying to gauge both the ball and the catcher. It's an accident waiting to happen, but it doesn't have to. Let's look at what happened between Jason Marisnick and Jonathan Lucroy. Lucroy was waiting for the ball near the plate in fair territory. Marisnick is hauling down the line at full speed. The accident happens. Here are the facts in this matter before you fire up that comment button below. Marisnick deviates from a straight path to the plate into Lucroy. That's fact. Marisnick was then called out for this. Lucroy suffered serious injury. I am not here to assign blame to anyone. We're here to fix this terrible rule. Marisnick ran into Lucroy and nothing can change that. He apologized after the game for it, tweeting that he thought the play would occur outside and in a split second went inside. I doubt that he intended to hurt Lucroy, but he did. His momentum carried him into the catcher and it looks like he tries to change directions, realizing the impending collision, and that made things much worse. Defensible, intentional, negligent, reckless. You can decide one or all of those things for yourself. What does any of this have to do with this shitty rule? A lot. And here's how we fix this. Number one, both a runner's area and a catcher's area during a home plate play needs to be defined, especially on plays coming from the outfield. The rule is written so ambiguously that it basically says, don't hit each other, which is kind of like saying, hey, stop doing crime. Baseball needs to eliminate the variability from this equation, and the way it can be done is by assigning the runner a lane that he has to stay in. Just like up the first baseline on a bunt, which they never stay in. Runners should be on the outside and catchers to the inside. It cannot vary from this. Yes, plays may flip-flop, but rarely does a catcher find himself in foul territory and the runner in fair territory unless there was an overthrow or pass ball, which would be a different situation and exempt from this clarification. A runner coming from third on a tag up or base hit should not be on the inside. It's not a big deal for the catcher to stand in fair ground. We're talking about 2 feet here.
This ain't exactly the Mississippi. I'm on one side, I'm on the other side. I'm on the east bank, I'm on the west bank.
It could be defined simply as, for plays at the plate originating from the outfield, a catcher must remain in fair territory and the runner in foul territory. Rules are easy to follow if you know what to expect. This also ensures there is a lane for the runner to access the plate. Look at how our roads are set up. It's like you're only allowed to drive on one side. Number 2, eliminate juking, faking, and deception of any kind for both parties on plays coming from fair territory. The rule already defines that the runner cannot deviate from his path to initiate contact. Why not take it further and just say, look dude, cut the Antonio Brown moves and only go for the plate and stay in your area. Yes, you can slide or run however far outside you wish as long as you are outside. You shouldn't be on the inside anyways. You shouldn't try to fake inside and then go outside. Less exciting? Yes. Fewer injuries? Double yes. Lastly, number 3, define the tag process and eliminate it when necessary. If a player is more than 60% down the line and the catcher has the ball, there is no need for a tag or rundown. Come on, you're meat, dude. Of course, on bang bang plays like this one in a playoff game, a tag is necessary. A huge flaw in the rule is that the catcher can block the plate once he has the ball. This is a recipe for disaster. If the catcher has the ball and the runner isn't there yet, the runner should be out. He should not have to block the runner and get slid into or collided with. If the ball isn't there and the catcher and runners are properly obeying my first change to the rule, the runner is sliding or running past safely. If the ball and the runner are arriving at the same time, then a swipe tag should be used. Yes, even for an old school catcher like myself, that statement hurts. But the goal here is to prevent collisions, am I right? Catchers will need to hone their swipe tag skills. Runners will need to learn to run in a straight line. We're saving legs and faces here, people, no matter how much it figuratively hurts. Even if you've instituted my probably dumb ideas, collisions will still happen. You could argue that my rules make scoring difficult and stupid, and might even make the problem worse. However, you can't account for someone blatantly neglecting rules. That's why we have police officers and car accidents every day. Injuries in sports come from bad play, poor preparation, and outright bad luck. You can only work on 2 of those 3, so until the rules are further defined, players need to take it upon themselves not to be big baby Hueys out there ruining other people's careers because they can't control their overgrown, stupid bodies. The MLB needs to be proactive and take command of their league. NASCAR drivers didn't want the Hans device, but it has undoubtedly saved countless lives. The MLB needs to change its plate blocking rule, and it needs to happen sooner rather than later. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting videos on sports. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this video.